Disclaimer: the views, opinions, and insinuations made by the host or guests do not reflect those of the show, the management, and the network. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everyone. It's a beautiful Sunday evening and broadcasting beyond borders of the message of the truest tribe of coaching entrepreneurs and independent service providers from the Philippines. This is Master Coach Hasmin for When Sickness Matters. So now on season 2 here at TikTok Broadcast, the flagship community project of coaching TikTok speakers from Life Coach Philippines and members of Coach A Coaching Community. So our guest for tonight, no, she has been a registered guidance counselor for 11 years, a mental health advocate, animal welfare advocate, and currently promoting love and acceptance beyond grief. So to talk more about this, no, we'll be back shortly with our special guest. And welcome to the live streaming of When Sickness Matters, airing every Sunday at 8 p.m. In this show, I want to help the individuals who are ready to transition to a holistic wellness lifestyle by never taking for granted themselves aside and never taking safety for granted. So, our topic is all about love and safety, no? Lalong-lalo na po para sa sarili natin. So, broadcasting beyond borders of San Mateo Rizal on the 16th day of October in the year 2022. I am Master Coach Hasmin. I am a professional certified CACC life coach and a certified mental health coach. I am also a master builder apprentice of Master Coach A, and we build a tribe as we help your unstoppable dream come true. I am a registered medical technologist by profession and a former marketing executive in a diagnostic and research company. Now, I'm a full-time coaching entrepreneur, and I have a community, Life's Labyrinth Coaching Community, wherein I help individuals to turn their life chaos into order. Here in Ting Talk broadcast, our mission is to get closer to our kindred and serve better our coaching tribe. We envision being the go-to network for content that connects the mind, the heart, and the soul through the platform of life coaching. And by serving in this digital space, the change that I want to see is for every individual to prioritize holistic wellness. And that means your physical, your mental, your emotional, and your spiritual health. So, tonight, no, we have a very exciting discussion. So very seldom that we will be having a guest, no, na will talk about on the area na medyo sensitive, ano. So it's all about losing a loved one, no. Losing a loved one is one of the life's most stressful event, and can cause a major emotional crisis, and sometimes it takes time to absorb the impact of the significant loss in our lives, di ba? So you never stop missing your loved ones when they are lost, but the pain eases after time and allows you to go on with your life. So to talk more about this, our guest tonight is no other than Julie Esteban. She shares her experience, no, of overcoming grief after losing four family members. So let's welcome, no, tawagin po natin tonight si Miss Julie from Bataan.
Hello. Good evening po.
Hello.
Hello,
Good evening,
Master
Ma'am
Coach.
Julie. Good
Yes, good
evening po,
evening
Ma'am
po.
Julie. So, batiin niyo po sila, no? So, I know that you are currently located in Bataan, no? Meron din po kaming
Yes
coach
po.
here. We have a Bataan live coaching
Really?
center, no? So, care of Coach Glacy. I hope she will be joining us tonight, no? So, batiin niyo
Okay
po
po.
ang mga taga Bataan.
Good evening po sa lahat ng nanonood, nakikinig ngayon, especially yung mga taga-Bataan, my family as well, and also my friends who have been informed. Yung mga in-inform ko, yung mga nakakita sa wall ko about this. Good evening.
Yan. So, good evening. So, thank you, Ma'am Julie, for saying yes. I know that yung story mo, no, talagang hindi po siya madaling mapag-usapan, no. You know what? Recently, no, so I've also discovered that I am grieving, no. So, although last year I've lost my father, no, due to COVID, no, but there are instances pa din naman may mga loss pa rin tayo sa buhay natin that we are to grieve on that, 'di ba? Kailangan nating daanan yung proseso ng grieving, no? Pero let's talk about that later on, no? So Ma'am Julie, kayo po ay guidance counselor, no? So
Aha.
at would you like to tell us, no, to tell all our viewers right now an overview of ano nga po ba talaga yung ginagawa ng isang guidance counselor? And currently right now, you are employed in a school, no? Saan pong school po
Yes.
ito, ma'am?
I'm currently working as a guidance counselor sa Morong National High School. Junior high school po kami. Also here in Morong, Bataan. So I've been with them since 2016. And prior to that, I was part of the Emilio C. Bernabe High School, National High School in Bagak, Bataan. And then I was transferred here sa Morong mismo. Dahil taga Morong ako, mas accessible siya, mas malapit siya sa amin. And basically, my work as a guidance counselor would entail much about, well, siguro makakapag-describe mostly about my career path as a guidance counselor. Yung paborito kong quote na nasa wall ng office ko, ng guidance office ko. Ang sinasabi doon, people don't always need advice. Sometimes all they need is a hand to hold, a heart that will listen, and a kind an ear that will listen, and a kind heart that understands. So most of the time kasi hindi naman kailangan palaging advice, kailangan papayuhan. Sometimes people only need somebody to listen to them and to let them know that they are not alone. And siguro rin gusto ko rin medyo maalis yung stigma ba na pagka nasabi kasi na, "Uy, magga-guidance ka," or pagka, "Oh, bakit dinala ka sa guidance? Ano sinabi ng guidance counselor?" Gano'n kasi yung nagiging connotation na parang 'pag dinala ka sa guidance counselor, 'pag kinausap ka ng guidance counselor, ibig sabihin may ginawa kang mali or may parusang naghihintay sa'yo. So, that is something that has to be somewhat erased na gano'n yung nagiging connotation, nagiging panakot. Nagiging panakot yung guidance office, nagiging panakot ang guidance counselor sa mga bata. Na in a way, siguro gano'n kasi yung nakalakihan. Even when I was a student, gano'n talaga yung nakalakihan. But right now, we are focusing more on helping the students, improving and encouraging them more to take care of their mental health as well, self-care and well-being. There.
Ayun, ang ganda po nun ano, thank you for shedding some light on that area. Kasi nga, tama po kayo 'no, not all the time that people needs advice, 'di ba? Kailangan lang naman nila minsan ng may makikinig sa kanila to hold their hands while they are going through the journey, 'no, without judgment and without, condemnation, 'di ba? So, and kaya nga po mayroong guidance counselor sa bawat eskwelahan, tama po ba? Ito po ay requirement, ano?
Yes.
So that students will have a department to go to, no? Pero kung hindi po natin maitatama yung pagtingin at tamang konsepto ng
Yes.
departamentong guidance is the more that the students will not go there, right? Hindi siya
Mm,
magiging student friendly, no? So,
yes.
lalo pa po ngayon, ano, that
Uh,
even young people, 'di ba po? Makikita po natin the Gen Z are truly also needed some guidance, no, in the area of their mental health. And we
Yes.
also mentioned, no po, you are also an advocate of mental health, no? So papaano po
Uh-huh.
nagsimula yung advocacy niyo?
Well, siguro it goes hand in hand, being a guidance counselor. And most of the time nga kasi we have to promote, it's like when we are sick, when we get sick, we go to the hospital, we go to the doctor to have our whatever it is that is bothering us, we have to go for a checkup. So, parang masyado kasi nagkakaroon ng stigma as well. Yung 'pag nagpunta ka when you seek professional help, when you go to the psychologist or to the psychiatrist, nandun yung connotation na, ay, nababaliw siya or, gano'n kaagad yung idea. Hindi tayo gano'n ka-open. Our country is not that open, unlike in other countries, in Western countries, na it's the same thing basically as siguro having your eyes checked or your lungs checked for having an x-ray for your lungs or something like that. So, being a mental health advocate, pinopromote natin that there is something that we can do. Even we ourselves, it is within us. Kuminsan, we are creating problems that are not even there. Worrying, thinking, overthinking, yun yung nag start kuminsan. That might trigger our anxiety or yung too much sadness. Pag hindi natin nakokontrol, it will backfire. Tayo yung makokontrol ng emotions natin. Tayo yung makokontrol ng grief and sadness natin. So, whenever it hits us, which is actually natural, kaya nga yun dun nagmumula yung sinasabi na it's okay to not be okay. Kasi we certainly cannot be 100% okay all the time. There will come a time na we will feel down, we will feel sad, we will feel like as if parang whatever we have done in the past parang nabaliwala lahat. Or we will come to a point na parang no matter how positive we try to be, darating at darating yung punto na parang, teka muna, parang niloloko ko na lang yung sarili ko. Teka muna, parang kailangan ba talaga positive all the time? Para bang, am I just putting up a brave front? Sometimes tinatanong rin natin yung sarili natin ng ganun. Kasi nga, tao lang tayo eh, na even physicians get sick, di ba? So, even guidance counselors also need somebody to listen to them, and even everybody, basically everybody, there will come a time na we feel like as if problems are so overwhelming and problems are already drowning us. But through it all, siguro, no matter what religion you have, no matter what religion you have, the the main important thing is that you believe that there is God. You believe that there is somebody who can help you out. Sabi ko nga madalas, pagka dumarating tayo sa punto na parang hindi na natin alam yung gagawin natin, let us put our trust in the Lord. Kasi He knows what's best for us. He knows what's best for us kasi even before we were born, He already knows us. And He definitely knows what's best for us, who would be the people to surround us with. So things like that would keep us going. There.
Very good sharing po, Ma'am Julie, ano. So, totoo po, ano, dadaan, ano, may mga journey talaga ng gano'n, may mga moment na gano'n sa buhay po ng tao na
Uh-huh.
mapapagdaanan eh, no? Whether how
Yes.
strong that person is, whether um,
Uh-huh.
Oo, 'no, kahit anong profession, tama po kayo, 'no. That's why here in, Think Talk Broadcast, we have this program, When Sickness Matters. So our season 1 is all about physical health, 'no. So I've interviewed a
Uh-huh.
lot of doctors during that season, and now I'm interviewing people who are advocate of mental health, 'no. Katulad po ng mga life coaches, guidance counselors,
Yes.
psychologists, 'yan, at mga, other professionals, 'no, mga tao rin po na nandoon sa kumpanya na nangangalaga ng mga mental health po ng mga employees. So just like you, no? So what you have said is really truth po, ano. Ayan, may mga nanonood po sa inyo, kasama niyo po ba 'to sa school? So we have here si Reggie. Hello daw po, si June, classmate niya daw po kayo, no? So of course, si
Really?
Tats nandito. Mhm. Sabi niya, classmate June
Uh-huh.
Valecon, classmates mo daw po
Okay.
yan.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm. So,
Uh-huh.
definitely si Tats Braves, glad she's also here.
Uh-huh.
Thank you for joining us and thank you for connecting us, no? At nandito rin sila Coach Marife, no? So our coaches,
Mm.
Coach Nords, no? Thank you for joining us tonight, no? So,
Oh, I
yeah.
just got to
So,
see the messages right now and there's already a
yes,
lot
dito po
pala.
sa comment, no? So,
Uh,
yun po ano, so yun nga po yung sitwasyon 'no, dumadaan ang tao sa ganoong sitwasyon po
mm.
ano. So, ano po yung bilang guidance counselor, so how do you encourage the students 'no, sa school po ninyo? You mentioned you're 11 years and you've taken that into the next level as well. You took you had your masteral and you've, taken the exam 'no. So how do you encourage po, the students? So dadaanin 'no, mapapagdaanan po yung ganoong sitwasyon.
Well, basically, first of all, I would like to make mention of the fact na each child is unique in their own way. What works for one might not work for the other. Kaya I treat every client, every student who comes to my office differently. The first thing that I would ask them would be, so what brought you here? So, hi, kumusta? Anong balita? Anong balita sa'yo? Ganon. Whatever it is that they would like to open up to me, I try to listen at first. Even yung may mga dinadala-dala na mga nag-away, let's say, madalas ganun eh. Yung mga grupo-grupo, nagsuntukan, nag-away, parinigan sa Facebook, yung mga ganyan. Tapos, towards the end, palagi, I try, as much as possible, I try to observe 3 steps. First, I try to let the student or the client think for himself or herself. Dun sa nangyari, sino ang may mali? Gusto ko manggaling sa kanila. Sila yung makaka-realize na, oo nga ako yung mali. Or siya yung mali. Or both of us committed a mistake. Kasi, I have always believed that the only mistake that you cannot correct is the mistake that you don't want to accept. So, first step siguro, kailangan magkaroon ng acceptance na, oo, nagkamali ako. And I would like to apologize for that. So, second is the apology. And I always ask the student or I always ask the client, sigurado ka ba na magsusorry ka? Kasi kailangan bukal sa loob niya. Hindi yung napilitan lang siya or hindi because sinabi ng magulang niya or sinabi ng advisor niya or sinabi ng mga katropa niya. And then the third and the most important thing is I remind them that ang pagsusorry may kalakip na pagbabago. Hindi yung magsusorry ka right now just because, sige na, magsorry na lang para makauwi na. Sige na, magsorry na lang para baka matapos na tong conversation ko with the guidance counselor. Ang gusto kong mangyari, kung magsusorry man sila, may kalakip na pagbabago. And if they promise, if they would come to the point to promise na hindi na po ulitin, sorry hindi ko na ulitin. So, i-explain ko sa kanya na not just with your classmate that you are apologizing to right now, but to everybody else, to anybody else. Kasi maliit lang ang eskwelahan natin. Magkikita at magkikita pa rin kayo. Especially kung halimbawa magkaklase yung nagkaroon ng conflict, nagkaroon ng argument, nagkaroon ng away. Magkikita at magkakita pa rin kayo. And I try to remind them na ang sarap sa pakiramdam, yung papasok ka sa isang lugar, papasok ka sa isang eskwelahan, nang wala kang iniiwasan. Wala kang kailangang isipin na, makikita ko na naman to or something like that. Diba? Sabi ko nga, life is too short to be anything but happy. Life is too short to be anything but happy. That is what I learned, especially last year. Okay lang ba? Tuloy-tuloy ko na yung kwento ko.
Sige sige lang po, go, go.
Last year kasi, my youngest son, my 25-year-old son, died because of a motorcycle accident. He died March 3, 2021. And it was 20 days before he was supposed to get married. So, ang sakit. needless to say, ang sakit. Kasi nga, I was thinking to myself, ang dami pang magandang mangyayari sa buhay niya. Ang dami pang magandang mangyayari sa buhay niya. Ang dami niya pang pangarap, ang dami niya pang gustong marating, ang dami niya pang gustong ma-achieve. And all throughout, while those thoughts are going through my mind, I I I I asked the Lord in prayer, bakit? Bakit? And even with the people who were visiting me, my friends, my colleagues, even chats, doon ko naranasan yung parang sabi ko nga, ang hirap sagutin nung simpleng-simpleng tanong na kumusta. Na, I mean, I know that they were well-meaning friends na siguro they really wanted to know how I am. Kaya lang doon ko naranasan yung bang parang much as I wanted to say that I'm okay, I'm not. And siguro alam rin nila that I'm not. Pero yung bang instead of answering them, I would start talking about my pain. I would start talking about parang sometimes I would reply with I can never imagine, it just pains me up to now na to imagine the pain that my son Martin went through. Kasi nga nung na-aksidente siya, it was a head-on collision. Yung motor niya bumangga sa minibus dito sa amin sa Morong Bataan. And I was praying so hard kasi I was with my other son. I was with Francis. He was having a check-up naman sa Bay Point Hospital sa Subic when we got the news that Martin had an accident. And mind you, parang naano pa nga ako, sabi ko, naku, na-aksidente na naman si Martin kasi he was like that. Napaka-ano niya, parang napaka-careless, napaka-reckless niya. So parang bang natural na sa akin pag nababalitaan ko na na-aksidente siya. And I honestly didn't know that it was that serious. It was only when I received another message saying, nasa na ba kayo? Nire-revive na lang si Martin. So that was when I realized na iba na to, seryoso na to. And both my son and I were while we were on our way to the hospital, to the RHU in Bagam, we were both praying na sana abutan namin. Sana lang, yun lang yung dinadasal namin that time. But sad to say, he was gone. When we arrived, he was already covered in a white sheet. And later on, I got to realize na may mga nagsasabi sa akin, which enlightened me actually. Sabi, hindi, dapat ipagpasalamat mo that God saved you from that pain. Kasi ibang klaseng sakit yung makikita mo na buhay pa siya and then unti-unti siyang binabawian ng buhay. And that was something that hit me hard. Na siguro nga, God also didn't want me to suffer that much. Although it was really something that I had to go through. Losing a child is something that is really an unexplainable kind of pain. Na para bang, during the first few months that my son died, every day, as in practically every day, I would go visit him at the cemetery. Right after work from the school, I would visit him in the cemetery. I would light a candle. Maglilinis ako dun sa punto niya. And then after that, I would pray. Sometimes I would talk to him. And after that, pagka medyo mga padilim na, yon, uwi na ako sa bahay. Kasi walking distance lang naman. And even my mom was telling me, sabi ng mami ko sa akin, why do you have to go there every day? You are just relieving the pain. You are just relieving your pain. So sabi ko, I don't know. I just wanted to make sure na nandoon nga siya. Or I just wanted to have something to hold on to. Na, okay, I used to have 3 children. Now I only have 2 because one is already here. Because one is buried here. Because one is here in this mausoleum. So that was the thought that was going through my mind. That was March. And then, just when I thought that I was, already about to heal from the pain of losing my son, come August naman, everybody in our family had COVID. Practically everybody. From my 81-year-old mother to my 7-month-old grandson. Lahat kami. My mother, my brother, ako, yung daughter ko, yung son-in-law ko, and yung tatlong grandchildren ko, and also my son who was also here. We were all COVID positive. But sad to say, my mom didn't make it. She didn't make it because she was already 81 years old and she wasn't vaccinated. She wasn't vaccinated. And, but I was true to my promise. Siguro yun lang yung consolation ko din at that time. I promised my mom na I would always be beside her. I would always be beside her no matter what happens. I would be beside her. I would be taking care of her. And I did. Sabi ko nga kay mami, di ba promise ko naman sa'yo, hindi kita iwanan. Pati sa COVID, magkasama tayo. Kasi we were both positive. So I was allowed to take care of her. I was allowed to stay in the same room with her. But sad to say kasi ang hirap makakuha ng room that time. It was the peak of COVID and talagang lahat ng hospital sa Bataan, even sa Subic, sa Clark, yung naghahanap kami ng malapit. Wala nang vacant room. There was no hospital that could accommodate us. And then when finally there was a hospital that can accommodate my mom, para bang it was already too late. We were told that both her lungs already collapsed and not even intubation could save her. Tapos since her own body cannot produce oxygen anymore, we were told that she has to undergo hemoperfusion, parang dialysis, hemodialysis. Tapos bubutasin siya dito para doon idadaan yung dugo and lilinisin yung dugo niya. And during that time, paulit-ulit si mami, wag na, umuwi na lang tayo. Paulit-ulit si mami ng gano'n. And I was telling her, malapit na mami, malapit na. After nung procedure mo, uwi na tayo. And the Lord has His ways. The Lord has His ways and I was really surprised kasi I also had COVID at that time. So medyo foggy rin yung isip ko. I lost track of time. And by the time it was like, I think it was 4 o'clock in the morning. 2 o'clock in the morning, we were finally given a private room where we can stay. Kasi prior to that, we were just in the emergency room. So at 2 o'clock in the morning, we were finally given a private room to stay. Tapos sabi ko kay mami, mami, hindi ka pa kumakain mula nang dumating tayo dito. Although she had her IV, naka-dextro siya. Tapos sabi niya, hindi pa ako kumakain? Sabi ko, hindi pa. Wala ka pang kinakain kahit ano. So, I offered her, may Jollibee, may biscuits, may something. So, sabi niya, biscuits na lang. So, she ate just one. Isang piraso lang, isang bilog lang. And then sabi niya, napapagod na ako. And she had on her high-flow nasal cannula machine na parang, yun daw talaga, para makahinga siya ng ano. And that was a very sensitive kind of machine na konting galaw lang ni mami, tutunog. Kasi ibig sabihin, nagagalaw yung ano. But during that time, siguro sa pagod ko na rin and sa pagod na rin ni mami, we both fell asleep. And she was supposed to have the hemoperfusion procedure 5:30 in the morning. 5 o'clock, pumasok yung nurses. And they were waking me up. Sabi nila, Ma'am, si nanay po, wala na yung oxygen niya. And she was already unresponsive. Natanggal kasi yung oxygen niya without the machine making any noise. Na yun yung unang nakapagtataka. Sabi rin ng mga nurses, bakit hindi tumunog? Bakit, You were all surprised. And I went to my mom, I looked at her, and I was trying to shake her. Sinishake ko siya, and then pinapalayo ako, pinapabalik ako nung nurses, and even my cousin who was a doctor. They were asking me to move back kasi nga nire-revive nila. Then finally, I think they tried several times. Then finally, they gave up. And the first thing that I said was, napapagalitan ako. Yun ang sabi ko. Mapapagalitan ako ng mga kapatid ko kasi hindi ko nabantayan si Mommy. That was my fear. That was my fear. And then finally, yung cousin ko na doctor, he told me, hindi, wala kang kasalanan, hindi mo kasalanan. Yun yung kinakatakot ko kasi, that I would be blamed. That parang, ako yung nakabantay ako yung nakabantay kay Mom. And then when they finally gave up, sabi nila, sige ko kontakin na yung sister ko and everything. I called up my sister and I was crying, I was apologizing at the same time. I was saying sorry, hindi ko nabantayan si Mommy, everything. And they were all comforting me. They were all saying, hindi mo kasalanan, hindi mo kasalanan. They were telling me that. Even all throughout the whole process na we went home, parang lutang, yung literal na lutang ako. And I couldn't clearly remember everything that took place. It was my sister and her husband who took care of the cremation and everything from the hospital. And when they came back to our house here in Morong, Mommy was already in an urn. Nakalagay na sa urn si Mommy. So we were all crying and we were all thinking, bakit ganyan ka na? Bakit nakaglagay ka na sa ganyan? We were all crying and we were all praying and we were all asking God to give us the strength. Kasi we were all sick na during that time. And you know what? God really moves in mysterious ways. He uses people to let us feel that we are never alone. Maya't maya, ang daming dumarating na pagkain, ang daming dumarating na tulong, and people were texting us, sending us messages, asking us what we need, asking us how they could help us. Because it's like, para bang alam nila that we cannot go out. We cannot go out to buy anything that we need. So parang practically we were imprisoned dito sa bahay namin. So sila yung nagtatanong, especially the people from our school. I'm working as a guidance counselor sa junior high school. Tapos yung daughter ko naman, sa senior high school siya. And my son-in-law was working as a school watchman. So, yung mga kasamahan namin sa DepEd, yung mga kasamahan namin sa school, sila yung talagang maya't-maya, magugulat na lang kami, may mga nakasabit na fruits, even ulam, even diaper, gatas ng mga apo ko. So, it was really overwhelming. And we cannot help but thank God, even in the midst of mourning, even in the middle of our grief, God lets us know that we are never alone. And God lets us know that He will see us through. Whatever it is that we are having difficulty right now, He will see us through. Kasi He knows what's best for us. Maybe He knows that we had to go through the pain of me losing my son, and then after a few months losing my mom naman. Pero I try to console myself. I try to comfort myself with the thought that they are now without pain. There will be no more pain. There will be no more suffering. Just happiness, just peace. And just the mere thought that they are at peace in the bosom of our Heavenly Father, that would be enough to to let us continue with life, to let us accept that whatever comes our way is always for the best. There are certain things that we cannot understand. There are certain things that we can never explain. Why it had to happen, why people had to go, why our loved ones had to die. Pero at the back of our mind, let us always trust God. Let us put everything in God's hands because uh, wala naman iba tayong makakapitan eh. Wala tayong ibang malalapitan. It is only God and God alone. So,
Hmm. Ayun, no? Thank you po, Ma'am Julie. So it's okay, no? So you can do some hydration, ano? So thank you, no? Thank you for sharing that experience with us, no? So yung grieving moment and how you've lost your son, no? And recently your mom, no? So hindi po
uh,
talaga madaling proseso, no? Yan pinagdadaanan mo. And the more that you are able, no? Sa 11 years niyo pong pagiging guidance counselor, the more that you are able now to feel, no? Mas na-feel mo ngayon yung emotions sa mga estudyante, no? At yung reality po ano ng emotion ng we have to really go to the process of grieving, no? So that we can preserve no yung ating pong mental health, no? So we'll have a short break muna, Ma'am Julie, no? So inom ka muna po ng tubig, no? And
yeah.
magbabalik po tayo, no? So, but before we go on a break, no? Ang tanong ko po sa inyo ngayon, ma'am, is
Uh-huh.
papaano po, no? Papaano po natin matutulungan yung mga um, tao, no? Especially in your profession as a guidance counselor, if there is paano po natin may po-promote? No? Kasi posible may dinadaan ng grieving moment po yung mga bata, di ba? That's why they are um, baka kaya sila aggressive, di ba? So
Uh-huh.
but as a guidance counselor, no, as we return, no, how can you promote sa school po? No? Not only na kapag may sitwasyon na, pero papaano po natin ma-encourage yung mga estudyante, no, to all the students watching us, no, at mga guidance counselor na watching us. So how can we really promote yung office po ninyo, no, guidance counselor, so that more and more students will come para hindi lang sila pupunta pag may nangyari na, 'di ba? Ito po ay more on prevention rather than
Yes.
doing the intervention part. Okay? So you will answer that later on as we return from our break.
As a business owner, are you overwhelmed by the need to post beautiful, engaging content every single day? Are you left wondering what to write? Tired of scrolling through stock photos that all start to look the same? Confused by complicated graphic design programs? Rise Up Creatives is here to help. Each month, we give you everything you need to create 31 days of social media content in just 5 minutes a day. Customizable captions, curated lifestyle photos, a drag-and-drop graphic design tool, and the ability to post directly to your social media accounts. No one else empowers you with these 4 resources all in one place. Each month, we help you plan your social media calendar by providing you with 31 image themes and customizable captions so you can quickly and easily create engaging content and grow your following. Simply select the image that works best for your feed or story. Then, copy the caption and customize it to fit your audience. 5 minutes a day. It's that quick. Plus, you'll absolutely love our drag and drop graphic design tool. Start from scratch or choose one of our beautiful templates to fit your unique brand. When you're ready to export your design, you can download, email, or post directly to your social media accounts. Here's the truth. Our world needs what you have to offer. Don't let technology or procrastination hold you back. Rise Up Creatives is more than an online resource. We're a community helping you overcome your biggest barriers to reach your greatest goals. We're here to help you rise up and be creative.
And we're back on the second part of our 24th episode of When Sickness Matters, brought to you by Decaf Coffee Republic, the coaching hub of Life Coach Philippines, and our home as professional certified CACC life coaches. So meet our coaching tribe at Decaf Coffee Republic, located at Pioneer Center Compound along Pioneer Road, corner Brixton and United Streets, Capitolio, Pasig City. So you may come in for dine-in or visit our coaching services from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. every Saturday to Thursday. So you may also join the community night event happening daily at 7:30 p.m. onward. So pag Sunday po, like today, we have Comfy Sundays, Sundays for Life with Coach Sean, wherein he talks about creativity. And every Monday, we have Nurturing Monday, Walk Along with Coach Teen, wherein she talks about relationship. Pag Tuesday naman po, we have Group Tuesday. It's all about habits with yours truly. So wherein I teach about cultivating good habits that last so that you can start ending your chaos into and start a life of order. And Wednesday, we have Purpose Wednesday, a way in a day with Coach Yourself. So, usapang purpose po tayo pag Wednesday. And Strengthening Thursday, Coaching for the Soul with Master Coach A, wherein she teach about how to take care of our soul. And for this succeeding weeks, no, Master Coach A is teaching us about the science of getting rich. So do visit us on floor and online as well. And pag Friday, we put a rest to our space. And pag Saturday, we have Fab Saturday, open mic with Coach Orville. So this is a night of self-expression wherein you can just sing your song, you play the instrument, or do some poetry just to express yourself. Importante po yun, no? So our coaching hub is also an event place, a venue of choice for face-to-face classes, training, and private functions. Even celebrations po ng yung birthday, ng wedding, at kung ano po yung mga special occasion that you wanted to celebrate. So DCAP is the venue of choice nyo po. No? So please connect with Coach Rosel at 0917-586-1661 for inquiry and reservation. And if you are one person who desires to experience transformation in the area of health, wealth, and relationship, then I would like to invite you to join us inside Be Learning Society as one of the mental model collectors with full access pass to the monthly mental model masterclass of Master Coach A that is exclusive to all the Be Learning Society members only. So for this month, stay tuned for our master class. So that will be on the fourth Friday of this month of October. So for more registration and assistance, connect with Coach Rosel to 0917-586-1661. And as a mental model collector, you have the benefit of food and beverage discount from Decaf Coffee Republic. You will be able to attend a mental model collectors master class from Master Coach A, and you get a 90 minutes free coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. And TikTok broadcast is also powered up by Rise Up Creatives. Yan. So, the social commerce turnkey solution provider that helps entrepreneurs and business owners to leverage the power of content marketing to provide value, improve engagement, and increase revenue with the investment of just 5 minutes every single day. So visit us at www.riseupcreatives.com to learn the benefit of lifetime members like me and discover how you can rise up and be creative and growing your business. So now let's call back Ma'am Julie, no, para po sa kanyang more stories, no. Thank you, Ma'am Julie. Ayan, nakapag-break na po
Yes.
kayo, ano. So ngayon po, no, sagutin po natin yung tanong, no. So thank you for sharing to us your personal journey in itself. And sometimes kailangan, no, pag dinaanan mo talaga minsan yung journey na yon, 'di ba? The more that you are able to understand people, no. So
Yes.
yung part na yon. And now that you were able to experience it, no, yung loss and grieving na yon. So sa school po, no, bilang guidance counselor, a mental health advocate, so how do you think we can really encourage more student to go to your office more than just because nagkaroon ng kaguluhan, di po ba?
So siguro I try to make myself visible. I try to make myself visible. I move around the school. I walk around, tapos kunyari, pagtapat ng classroom nila, medyo titingin. Oh, nandoon pa rin yung bang parang idea ng mga bata na, huy, huy, dali, andyan yung guidance counselor, yung mga ganyan. Tapos takbuhan sila sa loob ng classroom nila. Yung mga ganon na, sometimes kasi, we have to, we cannot do anything but try to understand them. Na for the past 2 years kasi, walang face-to-face interaction yung mga bata. So siguro for the past 2 years, medyo na-miss nila yung gano'n na may face-to-face interaction, na may break time, nakakapunta sila sa mga friends nila na nasa ibang section, which they did not have mula na nagka-pandemic. So siguro that's one thing. And also, yun nga, I try to make myself visible. I move around. Whenever I get the chance, I talk with the whole class in particular. I specifically talk about anti-bullying, yung mga biro-biroan na kuminsan nakakasakit na, kasi kuminsan gano'n na nagiging excuse ng bata. Ay, binibiro ko lang po siya, ma'am. Nakikipagbiroan din naman siya eh. Kaso napikon siya. Yung bang mga gano'n. So, it's basically yung bang I try to explain to them yung concept about freedom and responsibility. So you have the freedom. You have your freedom to express yourself. You have the freedom to make jokes. Pero your freedom ends where the freedom of another classmate or another person begins. And with that freedom comes responsibility. You have to make sure na wala kang nabubuli, wala kang nasasaktan, wala kang natatapakan. Okay lang maging masaya, okay lang maging masaya, okay lang maging magkwentuhan ng malakas or ano. Kaya lang, make sure na hindi na apektuhan yung klase sa kabila. Or make sure na hindi na distract yung ka-classmate mo. Or make sure na hindi na distract yung process or yung flow ng whole class. Kasi okay lang na mag-joke ka, okay lang na makipagbiruan ka para ma-lighten yung mood nung klase or nung lesson. Pero make sure na hindi madi-disrupt or hindi you are not crossing the line, na hindi nababastos yung teacher mo or hindi ka nagiging rude or bastos din sa classmate mo. Yun yung mga kailangan na i-practice or i-inculcate, i-encourage sa mga bata natin. Kasi nandoon yung idea na mga millennials nga kasi yung bang ang dami na nilang nakikita, ang dami nilang napapanood through the internet, through social media, na para bang nagiging acceptable na yung mga ganong klase ng behavior or ng attitude. So, we have to set boundaries as well, na hindi sa lahat ng pagkakataon ang biro ay nakakatawa. Pag hindi na siya nakakatawa at nakakasakit na ng damdamin ng iba, so ibig sabihin hindi na siya biro. And that is where we draw the line. You should know when to stop and when to apologize kung sa palagay mo, nakasakit ka na ng damdamin ng kapwa mo.
Okay. So, yun po, no? So, yung way niyo po is you are visible, no? So, you you go
Aha.
around so that the children will know, no? Kasi po yung mga aggression po nila, definitely may pinanggagalingan po yun, eh, no? So
Yes.
there is something that is going through inside their mind and their emotions, no? And the only way for us to, resulta na lang siya, di po ba? Manifestation na lang po yun, yung pong aggression po nila. But deep inside, no? So there are things that needs to be processed as well, no? Kaya po, importante, no, to all our
Yes.
listeners as well, no, yung mga guidance po natin, no, yung mga may-ari ng school, no, na we could be able to come up with a way, no, kung paano pa po natin mas magiging open, mapa-open yung mga bata, ano, that they will know that help is available. It's more, yung sabi niyo nga po kanina, no, it's really more than just yun eh, yung pag-correct, no? So, kasi ano na po yun, tapos na, intervention na yan eh. Pero how
Yes.
can we prevent them, no? Na hindi na
Mhm.
po talaga umabot sa ganoong sitwasyon that they will have to go through guidance because of a behavior, di po ba? So, yun po, no, nananawagan kami, no, to all the kasama ni Ma'am Julie na magaganda pong magkaroon po talaga tayo ng ano ng way of advocacy, like um, yung pong mga pwede nating gawin, no, sa mga eskuwelahan para po ma-promote pa po natin yung kahalagahan ng mental health. And I believe that each school, no, may mga pwede pong gawin. And yun po, no, yung department po ninyo, yung division po ninyo, no. So going back, no, Ma'am Julie, sa inyo pong yung grieving stage na pinagdaanan, no, you also mentioned to me that you are advocate ng animal welfare, eh, no? So, may factor po
Yes.
ba, no, yung sa grieving niyo, no? So, because na-mention mo po kanina, no? So, yes, siyempre masakit pa din, no? But we can see you're happy, you're smiling, 'di ba? Paano po nakatulong yung pagiging advocate niyo din po ng animals?
Well, I became basically I became an animal welfare, a full-fledged animal lover, a dog lover in particular, noong 2017 when I had my first dog na pinangalanan kong Roxy. So she was so small and binigay siya sa akin and they were actually 5 na magkakapatid na puppies. Tapos parang siya yung walang kumuha sa kanya. Yung alam mo yon parang napili na yung mga kapatid niya, siya yung naiwanan. And siguro kasi yung coat niya parang parang tiger lang itsura ng coat niya. And yung mga kapatid niya were parang yung coat pure brown or pure black, ganun kasi yung kulay ng nanay tsaka ng tatay. Siya yung naging mix. So parang siguro kaya in a way, inayawan siya. So I took her in. I took her in. And when I first brought her to our house, parang hindi masyadong natuwa si Mami kasi nga sabi ni Mami, akin mo yan, ganun, 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 ganun. Pero later on nga, we slept together. She slept beside me. Na parang baby ko nga siya. So she grew up na parang part siya talaga ng family. And mind you, kahit si Mami na noong umpisa ayaw niya kay Roxy, nung bandang huli, she really loved Roxy, yung mami ko. Kasi twice niligtas ni Roxy ang buhay ni Mami. And even our whole house. Kasi si Mami matanda na, so there was a time na nanonood siya ng TV. And nakalimutan niya, pinainit niya, this was in the afternoon, yung mga drama-rama sa hapon. So nanonood siya ng mga teleserye niya. Pinainit niya yung ulam namin. I think it was tinola. So marami siyang sabaw, 'di ba? Tinola kasi. Nakalimutan niya. And she went inside her room na si Roxy na iwanan sa sala. So after a few minutes na nakakaidlip-idlip na nga raw siya eh. Nagising siya, kumakatok, parang kinakamot ni Roxy yung pintuan ng kwarto ni Mami. And noong sinisit-sitan niya noong umpisa, ginagano niya, parang sinasaway niya. When she finally opened the door of her room, ang dami ng usok, yung pala nasunog na yung pinapainit niyang pagkain. So sabi ni Mami, kung hindi raw siya ginising ni Roxy, baka nasunog na yung buong bahay namin. Tapos there was another time naman na bubunutin ni Mami yung charger ng cellphone niya na nakasaksak. Nag-spark. As in, nag-spark na medyo may apoy. Tapos si Roxy, inano nga naman si Mami, parang pinalayo niya si Mami. And siya yung kinagat ni Roxy using her mouth. Kinagat niya talaga yung para ma-remove yung charger. And malalaman mo talaga na nasaktan si Roxy. Kasi nga umano yung apoy, napaso siya siguro or something. And also so si Mami yon. Sa akin naman, I was diagnosed with cervical cancer in 2017. And during that time, I didn't know how to tell my family about it. I didn't know how to tell them. And kay Roxy ako nagsabi. Kasi katabi ko nga siya matulog eh. Umiiyak ako kay Roxy na paano pamilya ko pag nawala ako and everything like that. And you know what? Yung bang having my dog, having my Roxy to talk with without fear of being judged na kasi kung minsan ganun na nangyayari eh. Siguro rin there are times na pag meron nagko-confide sa atin or meron nagkikwento sa atin, the first thing that people would sometimes say would be, ano ka ba? Para ganun lang, iyak-iyak ka dyan. Nai-invalidate yung feelings. Nai-invalidate yung emotions. And that really is something that we should avoid. The first step towards healing is to have your emotions validated. Valid yung grief mo, valid yung sadness na nararamdaman mo. Valid yan. It's okay. Pero you also have to take time to control it. You also have to take time to accept what has happened in the past cannot be outdone. Nangyari na. So you have to accept it, you have to move on. You have to move forward. And yun yung palagi ko sinasabi na I don't know, maybe even other animal lovers can relate to this. Na para bang there's something na comforting in their presence. Yung bang naiintindihan ka nila without judgment. Na yun nga yung madalas kong ibiro sa mga anak ko even before. Even kay Martin, yung bunso kong who died last year. Pag dumarating ako sa pinto, yung mga aso ko, pag sinasalubong ako niyan, nagkakandaihi sa tuwa. Nagkakandaihi sila sa tuwa. Tuwan-tuwa sila kasi bumalik na ako. It's like as if nanggaling ako ng abroad or nawala ako ng matagal. Ganon sila ka-eager to welcome me back home. And that is something na parang at the end of a very hard or difficult day, at the end of a very tiring day, nasasalubungin ka ng aso mo ng ganon. Ang sarap sa pakiramdam. Na kung minsan nga sasabihin nung anak kong, yung anak kong teacher, si Therese, sasabihin niya, ay naku mama, nauna mo nang hinalikan yung mga aso mo, wag mo nang halikan muna itong mga anak ko, ligo ka muna. Kasi gano'n yung nangyayari sa amin. Pagkatapos ako salubungin ng aso, kikisad ko naman yung mga apo ko, which is, syempre, hindi naman dapat. So, maliligo muna si Wawa, saka hahalikan ng mga apo. At the end of the day, what's important is we have somebody who seems happy that we are existing. There's somebody who is happy that we are alive. There's somebody that is happy that we are in their life. Yung bang nagkakaroon ka rin ng self-worth. It helps with our self-worth. It helps with our self-esteem. Na para bang even when you are having a difficult day at work or life itself, na para bang feeling mo nag-fail ka or feeling mo puro na lang mali yung nangyayari sa buhay mo. Once you have somebody who makes you feel worthy, once you have somebody na who seems thankful that you are alive, that's already like uh, validating your purpose in life. Na para bang sinasabi na, thank you, nandiyan ka. Thank you, I have you. Thank you, I have you in my life. Thank you for inspiring me. Thank you for your positivity. Yung mga words na ganon are really priceless. They are, no amount of money can compensate for that. Na para bang may nagawa tayong maganda, na-uplift natin yung burden ng somebody else, and it's already also it already helps us in a way. Uplifting somebody from her gloom would also lift our burden, or the burden that we have. Kasi para bang nare-realize natin na oo nga, hindi naman pala ako lang yung may problema. Oo nga, hindi naman pala ako lang yung may pinagdadaanan. Even other people. Lahat tayo may pinagdadaanan. Kanya-kanyang pamamaraan lang ng pagdadala, kanya-kanyang pamamaraan lang on how we cope. And I always tell even my colleagues, my co-teachers, I always remind them, self-care. First and foremost, self-care muna. Kasi you cannot pour from an empty cup. I often say this, you cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot take care of others without you taking care of yourself first. You cannot give love if you don't have love within you. You cannot care for other people the way that you care for them right now if you do not care for yourself. It's within you. Yun nga yung I have read somewhere na meron daw isang tao, halimbawa ako na lang, I have a mug of coffee. Pag nabunggo ako ng another person, ano yung tatapon? What will spill over? Coffee, di ba? Why coffee? Kasi it is coffee that I have in my mug. It's the same thing with love or feelings of hatred on the opposite side naman. If I have love within me and may bumangga sa akin, love would overflow. Love would spill out. If I have hatred within me, it would also spill out. It would manifest in my words, in my actions, in my whole persona. So if I have love within me, I can share love. If I have something negative in me, yun din yung magmamanifest. Yun din yung lalabas sa akin. So it's always a choice. It's always a choice. And one thing I have learned in this life, sabi ko nga kanina, life is too short to be anything but happy. Let us always be thankful. Let us always be thankful for all the blessings that we have and for all the problems that we don't have.
Ayun, no, ang daming marami po tayong nakuha doon sa shinare ni Ma'am Julie, no, in the process of grieving, no. So malaking bagay din talaga yung mga pets po natin, no. So it also they provide comfort, no. Even I believe in studies, no. So malaking bagay din na they have comfort, no? They provide love, no? Yung affection, ano? Maganda po yung sinabi niyo po that they validate, no? So, kaya therapy din po siya, no? So, malaking bagay
Yes.
din na nakatulong sa grieving stage natin. And of course, no, yung sinabi po ni kagaya narinig niyo po yung dog namin. I think nagre-react yung dog namin, no? So, yung
Pinag-uusapan daw sila.
pinag-uusapan daw ang mga dogs, di ba? Indeed, no, nakakatulong po talaga sila. They feel that when you're sad, no, they feel that you're lonely, no, and totoo po yun, no, yung excitement nila pag umuwi ka, napakasarap po.
Yes.
I mean, sobrang nagwawala that even if you have a hard time at work, no, so you're going through something, you just went out, di ba? Pero masarap sa pakiramdam that there is someone excited waiting for you, no, and it makes you feel you wanted to live longer para po sa kanila, di ba? So, thank you
Yes.
for really sharing the importance of validating the emotions, no? At na may nare-receive kang comfort even yung galing po sa mga pets natin, di ba? At yung
Yes.
pangalawa, napaka-importante, no? Yung pong self-care na sinabi nyo nga po,
Yes.
no? So we cannot give what we don't have, sabi niyo nga po, 'di ba? And in fact, kung kulang tayo, kung empty talaga tayo, wala po talaga tayong maibibigay din. No? In fact, in one
Yes.
of the, meron po kaming 100 days toolkit mastery challenge by Master Coach, our founder. Meron po siyang isa sa mga toolkit niya, no, na shinare about self-care. No? So sometimes we just have to really choose between rejection or gratitude, 'di ba?
Yes.
Kagaya ng sabi niyo, be grateful in every circumstances and in every moment. 'Di ba? Pwede mo kasing
Yes.
i-reject yung sarili mo because wala naman nagmamahal sa akin, no? Nobody valid might take understands me, 'di ba? Or you can choose to be grateful to the person in front of the mirror, 'di ba? And yun nga, kung minsan tayo din po yung nagbibigay ng abuse sa ating sarili by what we think, what we say to ourselves, 'di ba? So we can choose self-abuse or we can choose to nurture ourselves, 'di ba? Those are just few things, no? Part of self-care, no? Thank you, Ma'am Julie, for really sharing your story with us. We've learned a lot and your advocacy, no? At saka yung kahalagahan, no? ng ng profession po ninyo, no? You've shed some knowledge to us on that. Pangalawa po is yung grieving stage, no? So we admire you for really being tough, no? Tough woman to be able to go through the process of grieving, no? At yun po, no? Importance din po ng mga animal welfare, no? Na pinangaalagaan din natin kasi they give back and return din talaga sa atin, di ba?
Yes.
And lastly, of course, the self-care, importante din po yan sa pag-overcome, as we recover from grieving season ng buhay po natin. And we can grieve, even if we've lost a friend, we've lost an important thing, di ba? Pwede, bagay sa buhay
Yes.
natin, no? Marami pong way, no? But importante, daanan po natin yung proseso ng grieving, and if you need help and support, know that it is always
Help is
available, no?
available. Yeah.
Help is always available. At
Yes.
kailangan lang natin
Definitely.
makipag-usap, no? And if we're not ready
Uh-huh.
to talk, 'di ba? Then you can just at least give yourself some time and then tell to the people that around you na I just need some time for myself. Um then you will talk, no, when you are ready, no, pero hindi po rin maganda to really isolate yourself for really a very long time, and you know that help is always available. And yan po yung pinakita ni Ma'am Julie on how she was able to personally overcome the death of her beloved son and her mom na halos magkasunod lang, no? So Ma'am Julie, for my last question sa inyo po, no,
Uh-huh.
if you are to create a tablet, no, when sickness matters po yung title, no, kailangan natin ng gamot. Ano po yung nakikita po ninyong pill or tablet para po sa grieving?
Pill or tablet para sa grieving? Well, siguro acceptance. Acceptance and also kindness. Being kind to oneself, being kind to others. Kasi nga, yun nga yung sabi, the reason why we have two hands. One is to help others, and the other one to help ourselves as well. Kindness. It wouldn't cost you a thing, pero you would really gain a lot from it. In a world where we can be anything, always choose to be kind. Kasi we do not know what the other person might be going through. We do not know if what we will say or what we will do or how we will treat that person will either make or break his day. Baka broken na nga yung tao, lalo pang ma-depress because of what we will be saying or or how we will be treating him or her. So always try to choose to be kind. It wouldn't cost a thing, pero malaki yung balik. And siguro golden rule pa rin talaga. Do unto others what you want others to do unto you. And if I may say so, sabi ko nga kanina, we have two hands. One is for helping others, the other is to help ourselves. And if we cannot help other people, at least don't hurt them. That's the ultimate idea of being kind. Kung hindi mo matutulungan, huwag mo na lang saktan. Or kung hindi mo matutulungan, huwag mo nang dagdagan yung bigat na dinadala. That's it.
Yun, very well said, Ma'am Julie. No? So the tablet of acceptance and kindness. Ayan. So with that, I would like to thank you, Ma'am Julie, no, so for sharing to us. No, so your stories is truly valuable, and you are a living testimony and proof, no, na ito ako ngayon, no, ito ka ngayon, di ba? And you were able to overcome that season of your life, and you can help people, no, with acceptance and with kindness. So I'll see you backstage, Ma'am Julie. Maraming salamat po to
Yes.
all the viewers, no.
Thank
If you have
you.
been blessed with Ma'am Julie said, no, give her some message, give her some emoji sa chat box. Mamaya po babasahin yan ni Ma'am Julie, babalikan po niya yon. So give her some love, some encouragement, some emoji, no, kung na-appreciate niyo po, no. Definitely yung kanyang shinare today. So thank you, Ma'am Julie. So
Thank
thank you
you.
everyone for see you later. So, thank you everyone for supporting When Sickness Matters. And whether you are joining us live or watching on a replay, so please do leave a comment to share your thoughts, your insights. So, please don't keep us as a secret, and help us to really serve more people by circulating the link of this video. If you know someone who might benefit from what we have talked about, i-circulate niyo po, i-share niyo po sa kanila ang link na ito so that they can also watch us on a replay. And as I close tonight, no, I would like to speak all the mothers like me and Ma'am Julie, no, who are the unsung heroes of the global workforce. Now, there seems to be to have, no, a lot of competition in the working world today. Even me, no, before I left the corporate world, diba? Than it used to be 10 years ago. And there seems to be a never-ending need to stand out from the crowd that is tirelessly in pursuit of success. But with the reality of great resignation now comes the great opportunity for every worker to start building wealth and becoming their own version of CEO, even whilst they are being employed full-time. So I would like to invite you to embark on a journey of becoming a coaching entrepreneur like us. So connect with Coach Rosel at 0917-586-1661 and map your success as a certified co-actively co-create life coach. CACC certification program is an international CPD accredited course with 40 credit units. CACC course includes 21 days web-based learning with lifetime access, 3 days live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A, and 3 days live virtual business bootcamp with senior coaching team. And the program package also comes with done for you coaching programs and many other bonuses that coaching professionals need to can already jumpstart in the second fastest growing industry in the world. And live coaching is truly a 21st century learning experience that is empowering all the professionals to enhance their skills in multiple domains, thereby increasing their relevance in an increasingly complex workplace and dynamic business environment. So call now, connect with Coach Rosel at 0917-586-1661 to join the live coaching bootcamp on October 22, 29, no? And another Saturday ng November, or better yet, no? We will announce, confirm yung ating pong schedule. So also, okay, I would like to invite you as well to watch the other shows here, hosted here at TikTok broadcast. So please follow, subscribe, and engage in our social media accounts at TikTok_TV on Twitter and Instagram, and TikTok broadcast on YouTube, and give us your review. So for partnership and collaboration, please connect with Coach Rosel at 0917-586-1661. See you in the next episode of When Sickness Matters on October 23, live here at TikTok broadcast. So your one coaching thought for tonight is acceptance and kindness. Acceptance and kindness can save someone today. So never take loving yourselves aside, and never take safety for granted. So this is us in the Philippines. Coaches like us think and talk like this. This is Master Coach Hasmin, broadcasting beyond borders to advance life coaching worldwide. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. Bye-bye.